Big surprise occurred at the 2023 Club World Cup between Al-Ahli versus Al-Ittihad early Saturday morning playing at King Abdullah Sport City. Alitihad, whose popularity is on the rise, was left unmoved by the Egyptian club Al-Ahli playing in the quarterfinals. Karim Benzema CS losing with a score of 3-1, the defeat suffered by Alitihad stopped their progress in the quarterfinals of the 2023 Club World Cup, whereas the semi-final ticket belonged to Al-Ahli. In the semi-finals, Al-Ahli will meet the Brazilian team Fluminense, while Manchester City will face the Japanese club Urawarets, who managed to beat Lion FC from Mexico. If you look at its history, the Interclub World Cup is an annual international football tournament that brings together representatives from 6 football confederations in the world and 1 host club. Each representative is the champion of the competition. In each confederation or in Europe is known as the Champions League. The Interclub World Cup was first held in 2000 and is still ongoing until now. The Interclub World Cup will be held from 13 to 23 December 2023 in the United Arab Emirates, with Al-Ittihad as the host of the Interclub World Cup. From the Intercontinental Cup Championship, which brings together the champions of the European Champions League and the Copa Libertadores champions. The Intercontinental Cup has been held since 1960. In 1993, the idea emerged from the FIFA Executive Committee to hold a tournament between clubs from each confederation. Talks about holding the tournament continued until determining the prospective host, Interclub World Cup in 2000. The Interclub World Cup was first held in Brazil. The club that came out as champion was Corinthians after beating the country's team, Vasco da Gama, in a penalty shootout. In 2001 to 2004, the Interclub World Cup was abolished for several reasons, including this was FIFA's financial problem at that time. At its inaugural World Cup between clubs, it used a 2-round format. There were 8 clubs divided into 2 groups. Each group winner would meet in the final, while the runners-up in each group would compete for 3rd place. Then in 2005, the competition format changed to elimination. Single, each team will play against the other team until the penalty shootout, if the result is a draw, to determine the winner. There are 6 clubs that will compete for the champion position, which is divided into 3 stages, namely the quarter, finals, semi-finals, and the final round. The quarter-finals bring together the champions of the Champions League from Oceania, Africa, Asia, and North America. The winner will enter the semi-finals to play against the Champions League champions of Europe and South America. Then the winners will meet in the final, and currently there are 4 stages in the Interclub World Cup, namely the playoff round, the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and the final round in the first stage, the champions of the country's league. The hosts will meet the European Champions League champions in the second stage. The winners of the first stage will meet the African Champions League champions and the Asian Champions League champions against the representatives of the Champions League in the 3rd stage. The winners of the previous 2 matches will face the European and South American Champions League champions. The 4th stage is the final brings together the winning teams in the semifinals. Since it was first held in 2000, the Interclub World Cup has been participated in and won by various world champion clubs.